Joining us today on MSUEagles.com is the head men's basketball coach here at Morehead State, Sean Woods. And Coach, it's that time of year. You're being pulled in about 100 different directions. I guess I made it 101. We appreciate your time. It all begins this weekend with official practices. I know everybody associated with college basketball gets excited about this time of year and a new opportunity for you here at Morehead State.
Well, I kicked my wife out of the bed this morning. I was so excited. I started jumping around saying, it's a new era at Morehead State University and, just ready to go. It's an opportunity now to really get started officially. We've been doing individual workouts, conditioning, and being able to practice 1 hour a week with the team. But now it's full go, and I can't wait. I'm ecstatic.
Got a little over 2 weeks, I believe, until your first exhibition game. Just talk about what you want to specifically accomplish here in the early going of the preseason.
Well, because everything's new. The returning players are new to me. The new players are new to me, and everybody's new to each other. So we're just trying to create a cohesiveness, especially offensively, and then get an understanding of our system and in place. And we're just trying to, it's a crash course because now you only get 2 weeks before you play your first game. So that's what we're really trying to concentrate on more so than anything else, is just the cohesiveness of what we're trying to do and everybody blending.
Before we get into some of the individuals on this year's team, I wanted to ask you about your staff. I know since you were hired in May, all of you guys have been working a lot of long days, 7 days a week. You've got Dylan Howard as your top assistant, BJ Ellis, two guys who have both worked with you previously, and then Bo Braden, who came over from last year's staff and has helped with the transition here for you guys to Morehead State. But if you could just talk about the strengths of those three men and what they bring to the table.
Well, Dylan, of course, has a head coach experience. He has a very smooth sense about him. He brings a lot of experience. And he's very, very wise. Every young coach needs a wise soul. And that's what Dylan does for me. And also, he's a big-time recruiter. So, you add those two with the head coach experience. I'm very, very fortunate and very, very lucky to have a person on my staff like that.
And then BJ Ellis and Bo Braden as well.
BJ Ellis is a high-strung, big-time recruiter. He's one of the young up-and-coming coaches in this business. Has a great future at it, and I'm just happy to have him on my staff. And he brings a lot of energy, especially on the floor type of deal. And not only that, he lives and breathes trying to get players, and that's the name of the game. 85% of this deal is getting players, and he's very, very good at that. And with Bo is just a great guy, up-and-coming guy, too, very, very mature for his age. He's been a great guy with our transition of letting us know who's who, what to do, how to do, and also letting me know what are the strengths and weaknesses of the returning guys. So he's been a great, great addition to us also, and the future's very, very bright for him also.
A lot of people in the community ask us in the athletic department, what is Sean Woods like? What is his style? What is his tempo? What is he like on and off the floor? Obviously, the on the floor remains to be seen, but you strike me as a guy who has a lot of positive energy. You talk about selling the sizzle. You talk about playing with organized chaos. How would you characterize your philosophy in terms of style and tempo?
You just said it.
Okay. I guess I answered my own question there.
You answered it. Today's society, you got to do so much excitement. You got to create an exciting atmosphere, I must say, because there's so much negative things going on now with the recession. Financially, people aren't doing well, and these kids are coming from those type of environment. So what you want to do is you want to create an environment to where you're selling them hope, but you letting them know what it takes to get there, and that's hard work and determination and having a vision, and that's what I have, and with a lot of energy. If you don't have a lot of energy and a lot of spunk with you, you're coming to the wrong place and you're playing with the wrong guy.
At some point this year, Coach, we'll talk about pretty much every player on the roster, but wanted to just get a couple of highlights from you as far as your 6 returning players go in some of these individual workouts and what you've seen so far. Who have you been most impressed with?
All of them, actually. From where we started with their personal development has grown tremendously. They're not going to be the same kid that you saw last year. Trust me. And all of them have an opportunity to all of them will have an opportunity to play a significant role in our success this year. So by saying that, I don't want to say too much, but I'm pleased with all of them's progress from the day we got them to now.
Sean Woods, the head men's basketball coach here at Morehead State, with us today on MSUEagles.com. And Coach, you've also brought in a long list of talented newcomers, got a lot of fresh blood in the program, and guys that you think can contribute right away. If you can maybe hit a couple highlights as far as the newcomers are concerned.
Well, everybody knows about the 2 JUCO kids we brought in with the big time notoriety, and that's Mo Briggs and Bakari Turner. But we got 2 freshmen that are pretty good too. You know what I mean? So it's very, very exciting. We're very talented now. Like I just told you before, it's all about now blending everything together. Everybody coming together as one, bringing what they are really, really good at, and making Morehead State basketball program the best that they can possibly be.
With the depth in terms of numbers on the roster and then just pure talent on the roster too, just talk about maybe the internal competition that will create, and guys knowing that they're going to have to perform well in practice to get minutes in the game.
Well, no doubt about it. You know, they know that they can't miss a day at anything. You know, getting hurt, you're pissed off about it. You won't see too many people in the training room missing practice, because they know, you know, one day it's almost like the NFL or the NBA. You know, an injury, you know, presents an opportunity for someone else. So, no, the pickup games have been very, very competitive. Even individual workouts have been very, very, very competitive. The strength conditioning part of it with Sean has been very, very competitive. So that's the type of atmosphere that you're trying to present and create. And I think we've done a good job of that so far. So with that in mind, I can play a lot of guys and play a lot of combinations, which is a great thing for a coach.
The schedule this year is highly competitive, but that's nothing new for you. You guys played an incredible non-conference schedule at your last job, Mississippi Valley State. But just talk about the strength of this year's non-conference schedule and how that'll get your guys ready for the tough Ohio Valley Conference slate as well.
Well, anytime you play a tough schedule, it really gets you ready for the non-conference, and plus it helps you put your program with the elite mid-majors in the country, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to, let the world know that Morehead State University is a major player. And then I keep saying, on and off, Donnie did a great job. Now we got to continue to sell the sizzle and seize the sizzle of what he had done. We got to do a better job of that, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that happens.
Couple of dates for Morehead State men's basketball fans to put on their calendars. Thursday, October 25th, the Thursday leading into homecoming weekend. Morehead Hysteria here at Johnson Arena beginning at 7 p.m. And then, Coach, I know you and your team will have an open workout scrimmage after the homecoming football game that Saturday on the 27th. And I'm sure you're looking forward to both of those events.
No doubt about it. To give us, give the fans and alumni a chance to come watch and see. Like I told you, I'm all about selling the sizzle, and the biggest deal I'm trying to do is put butts in the stands. We need this to be one of the toughest places in the OVC to play, not just against Eastern, not just against Murray, but against everyone. And that's what we're trying to create here. And it starts from within. And as long as we take care of our own, then everybody else will come from the outside. So that's my mission.
That's the head men's basketball coach here at Morehead State, Sean Woods. Coach, we'll be talking to you frequently. Thanks for your time today.
No problem.